Boom.
There it is. Look, fat as shit. Just right off the bat.
You getting your workouts on?
There's two.
Not there.
I'm just getting charged for it.
Not you paying extra over there.
We're back, everybody.
And that's it. That's
Episode 11. Only took us 2 years.
We
Almost catching up the
we
road.
probably just should have started over. And like, this is episode number 2. Normal person.
Well, no, I have one from our other one on YouTube. So
What's that?
one of our podcasts.
From like a year ago.
From a year ago. Number
You gonna
one-
follow my
number
YouTube
4.
yet?
Number 4. I don't follow your YouTube. Actually,
You're on
I
it.
feel like we should make a separate YouTube thing.
We could do that too.
Is
Ain't
it
nobody
YouTube
follow.
under there? All Star BMX.
Yeah, under mine. Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably make that separate
Put it on
Instagram
there.
account.
Instagram.
Bradley's
So are we doing
Playground.
FM podcast now
Yeah.
too? Because I'm gonna buy.
Whoop. Get rid of that.
Yeah, no. Well, that's what I made. That's what you
It's
wanted.
good,
I was
I
like,
know.
should we do FM podcast? You're like FM entertainment.
Yeah, it was
Like,
a good
okay.
What
idea.
y'all doing?
John thought we was
Way
entertaining.
harder than
It was
that.
good, and then one day I looked it up, and it was like a bunch of Asian like porn or something like that. If you look up FM entertainment on like
be
Instagram
real
or
mad.
something, it's something crazy. I think my sister texted me one day, and she was like, "You FM entertainment? Did you ever look that up on Instagram?" And I was like, "No." And she was like, "Look it up." And I was like, "It's Asian porn or something." I was like, some kind of like where they throw like crazy parties or something like that. And I'm like, "Oh shit."
That was like when I first started getting into riding S&M bikes, and I just typed in S&M.
Yeah.
So now you got a whole different
Yeah.
thing.
I was like, well, this ain't where I'm supposed to
Mhm.
be.
That's like looking up Dick's Sporting Goods.
You
Dicks.com.
gotta type in the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's a bad choice. Like, who
Yeah.
made that choice for a
I don't
sport in
know.
this place?
Call it Richards or something.
Don't even. Just think of a whole different name.
Yeah, just Ballers or something. Nah, maybe not. That might not work either.
Nothing.
All of them don't work.
Sports. We just call it sports.
Like Sports
Sports
Authority.
Yeah.
Sporting Good.
They got it right.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
it right. They got it nice.
Or
and
what's the
simple.
other one? Starts with an M.
Models.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Models.
that's shutting down, isn't it? I think that's all
Really?
closed now. Yeah.
Oh.
I think Defford Mall's had it now. It's something else now.
Really?
Actually, it's Dick's Sporting Goods inside Defford Mall now,
Oh.
from where Modell's used to be.
I don't see how it's shut down though. They like sponsor like all the Philly teams, don't they?
I don't know.
I know they always got their cheap shirts though, because Fanatics I think has
I
like
remember
their
when they won
Yeah,
the
they got
World
like all the
Series.
stuff like you get at Walmart. Pretty
yeah
much.
like a T-shirt that looks
Yeah.
like a jersey.
Yeah.
Like they're Modell
It's
boys.
the 2008 one when they won the World Series. They
Mhm.
open up at like midnight or whatever.
For the World Series hat
Yeah.
and the champion
And
shirt.
Shirts.
Well, I think I got one from like Boscov's,
Really?
Yeah, you find them all over the place.
and I got the World Series hat from like Lids.
But like I think they're like sponsored on like the back of the tickets and stuff. If you go there like after
Oh
a
yeah,
game or
yeah.
something.
I might say
So, I mean,
Dick's
I don't know
Sporting
how they
Goods
go
now.
out of business.
Maybe Dick's bought them or something.
Yeah, maybe that, and
Maybe.
they're not selling tickets now either. So who knows?
That's true.
Football is though. They got a couple stadiums that have fans.
They do, too.
Couple stadiums that had. It's got to be weird though.
hmm
Seems
I think it
like-
would be better though, like
Dolphins.
going there and
You think
They're-
UFC would be better if it was all quiet?
well, like if you can go there and not have to have everybody around you.
Yeah.
Like you got to go to the bathroom, you can get up and go, and
Yeah.
not have to worry. Excuse
I think
me,
you
excuse
cut the
me.
crowd in half or whatever. You wanna
Right?
say.
Yeah.
Like as long as there's people there, it's got to be
Yeah.
weird to like. Part of like if you're a fighter, getting psyched up is
Oh yeah, that
like
probably
the people
sucks.
cheering you on.
Yeah.
Like that gets you psyched, and then it's all quiet and
Mhm.
just like I
At
kick
least they-
something. You know what I mean? It's got to be weird. Like it's like
Have to
that's
kick
not.
something.
I know.
I did. It's there. But it's got to be strange. It's so strange to have like nobody hyping you up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Except
like
for
if
a
you're
couple
like,
people yelling in the corner.
I mean, they could pump in like fake noise like football does, but
I mean, to watch it on TV, that's fine. But I'm sure there it
it's
sounds
probably
stupid.
really weird.
Like if you're George St. Pierre and you're fighting in Canada and they have no fans,
yeah, none.
it makes a big difference.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
like-
so-
I don't know, when you play baseball, do your parents ever like yell or whatever?
hmm
I would always tune out. Like I've never even heard them like yelling or anything. Like
Yeah, not too much. I don't know.
so I don't even know if that would really matter. I don't know.
I feel like it'll matter.
Probably.
Maybe
I mean,
not something like that.
yeah, maybe not little league, but
Yeah.
Like you're really. I don't know. I'm just saying if you're like a one-on-one type, like the fighting thing, like
Yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
like that's it.
But
That
it could
gets
help
you
too
hyped.
because you can hear your corner too. So they
Yeah.
say that helps
But
a
so
lot
can
too.
the other corner.
Yeah, that's true.
Hit him with the right. And be like, all right.
Well, now they yelled a 1-2, and you don't know what the
you know
1-2
the
is.
fucking 1-2 is. Everybody knows. You yelling that old boxing term.
It's
and
nice
shit.
though with baseball when you can hear them yell, "Fuck!" Remember
Yeah, I
that?
know.
He was just mad.
Oh man.
So before the podcast, we were talking about fun drunken times, about messing stuff up.
Leo was doing some stuff with pudding.
Like Phil, is he still on here? We were talking about you, Phil.
Old times.
Still
Turning
playing-
toilet sideways and stuff.
Sideways toilets and putting pudding
Now
in
we
the fridge.
just told on them now. Nobody knew.
No, they knew. We told Lauren about it.
No, I didn't know if anybody.
But she didn't
ever
care. That
said
was like
word.
her mom's house, so she didn't care about that.
Isn't that right down the street from you?
It was like right
Over
across the railroad
near-
tracks.
Oh, is that where it was? I thought it was near Inky's or something like that.
Mm-mm.
No?
It was. Yo, remember that one time we showed up and that dude fell down the steps?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
So she had these steep. You remember the steep stairs to go
I
up
could have
there?
sworn that was right here near Inky's. I thought it was like some apartment up top.
It was an apartment up top, but it wasn't
It
by
wasn't
Inky's.
there?
It was like in the middle of Pensgrove.
Yeah, okay.
Phil said she was eating that pudding different. It was frozen pudding. But they had them steep
Yeah, I remember the
stairs.
steps. I just don't remember where the place was.
I'm
at.
trying to think. It was by, you know where Willis Hardware is?
Yeah.
It was on that road. I'm pretty sure. And there was like railroad tracks right. It was either before or after it. And I remember
I remember showing up. And I remember that one kid with his big ass wife beater.
that was John Boy.
I don't know why it just stuck in my head. Him at the end of the table.
Because it was like at the end of the night. It was like 6 a.m. We're still drinking.
Because we
it
used
was
to work.
like-
Yeah, we used to work every night.
Yeah,
so it was
so we
no
were-
like we were staying up for like 30 something hours just
Yeah.
drunk, like like hang out, do something all day, and then start drinking,
hmm
and then just
It was
be
like at
up until
11.
the next morning or whatever. Go to bed.
Yeah, as Phil said, it was by the tracks.
Oh, okay.
But I remember because he was like, I was like, yo, make me a Coke and rum. I was like, I never had one before. He's like, I'll make you the best Coke and rum you ever had. And he put rum in there, and then some Pepsi, and then rum again. I was like, just put one in,
Yeah.
and put the other one in. Like,
Not
ain't no
layering it up. Yeah.
like
You
I'm
don't
gonna
sit
taste like
like that.
Pepsi, rum, Pepsi, rum,
Yeah.
Pepsi. Wow, this is
This is
amazing.
amazing. What am I drinking now? Pepsi? Nope. Oh, here comes some rum.
And he had this huge. He had like a 2XL wife beater on,
was. I just
and everybody like when you wear a wife beater, it's supposed to be like
Yeah,
on
tight.
you.
Yeah.
I just remember like it came in there. It's like a dining room table. He's just sitting at the end of it. He's just looking there. It's just all sagging down and shit. And I'm just like, what the
His
fuck?
nipples hanging
Yeah,
out.
That's so funny. I don't remember anybody falling down those steps. They were steep
Mhm.
as shit.
It was right
too.
when we got there. I remember that.
Yeah.
And then like he wanted to
Too
fight
funny.
somebody, and they were like, "Nah, just you can't even get down steps.
Yeah,
You better go home."
We got. Damn, we went to that one party. We were playing beer pong. We were gonna get in a fight. It was you. That dude was gonna box the shit out of you.
Oh, at John Boy's house?
Yeah, remember that?
I remember that. I
And then
don't
we were
remember
all
nobody.
cool. Yeah, like,
Oh,
he
yeah.
took his shirt off and everything, and then we just started laughing.
Yeah.
He was like, "Y'all want to fight?" And all of a sudden, he just took his shirt off. I was like, "You took your shirt off."
He's like, "What are you
Like,
taking
what
your
you
shirt
doing?
off
Like,
for?
we
Are we
fighting
going
or you- What are you
swimming?"
doing? And it was just all like it
This is
was
what
cool
y'all
after
doing?
that.
Yeah. Huh?
He-
So this is what y'all doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were just getting drunk, just showing up places. There would just be
Well, that
always
was-
some dumb shit
yeah.
going on. But it was funny something. But he wanted to fight, and then all of a sudden, as soon as he took his shirt off, we all just started laughing. And it was just like, all right, guess we're not fighting now. And then we were all cool by the end of it. Like we played beer
He all
pong
put
and
his shirt
everything
back on. He's like, "Oh, whatever. Put my shirt on.
else.
We used to do that in my dad's basement. I used to have them boxing gloves
used to
because I
take
had a
your shirt
punching
off?
bag too. One person would wear one, the other wouldn't do the other.
Yeah,
Wait, somebody had to have a left.
Yeah. But I had the MMA gloves too, and one
Oh.
person would sometimes use them. And then it would just be like body shots, no to the face or whatever. That shit was stupid.
with MMA gloves on, shit still had to hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, the other person, not so
Yeah.
much your hand, but
I mean, the boxing gloves still hurt too. I mean,
yeah, if you know got everything wrapped up and all that shit.
Mm-hmm. Because I got like MMA gloves out there, and that's just like instead of having wraps, you put that on and then put the glove over top.
Mhm.
But I use it for just to hit the bag, but the front knuckles still get on there all the
Yeah.
time. You just need a regular
mhm.
boxing glove for that. It's stupid.
That's all we used to do. Somebody was always something stupid happening.
Mm-hmm.
Remember
Making
cooking
hot
at that girl's
dinners.
house one time? We were just burning the shit out of food.
She was. I wasn't. Till I threw a shot of what ice cream was that? Mint chocolate chip in there. I was like, you know what this needs? A shot. She was so mad. I've never seen somebody so mad. And then I put it all on. I was like, yo, y'all want some hot dinner?
That party was a damn mess. Is that where you threw up when we found you?
Yeah.
We all,
We
Yeah,
threw up
we
and we found you.
yeah, that's how we found Brad. He was like, we were at Scooters, Rats, whatever you want to call it. We were at
Well,
the
because we were
bar.
at Sam's house and his
Yeah,
mom and
right
dad
there.
lived right next to it.
We had a bunch of like, there was 15-year-olds inside the bar. And all of a
Zach.
sudden we, Zach, yeah. I thought it was more though.
Well, I just remember
Everybody
he
was
was
probably
young.
underage then.
Probably, yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, and then you were sick as hell. We're like, just follow this, bro.
Yeah. I remember,
Brad
like,
was just
I
sitting
heard
on
you
the
guys
curb right
coming.
there. Like, there was just throw up, space, throw up, some space here, and Brad just sitting on the curb, like, found him.
I remember, like, I was throwing up when I heard you guys. I remember Phil was, like, walking in. He's like, ew, somebody threw up.
Like, go find them. That's it. You just
And then it was just like me, like sitting like this. That was at Leeds vodka night. I
yeah.
was doing shots of that.
You should probably know. You're
I
spending
didn't.
like $12 on a
I
handle
thought I
of
got a
vodka.
deal.
It's probably not good.
Yeah, nah.
I got a deal.
It probably wasn't
Did you
$12,
know?
but it was cheap as shit.
It was 14.
Was it?
Yeah, and it was a gallon.
Yeah, it was like a whole like big ass thing. Yeah.
It was a whole gallon.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't drink the whole gallon. I'm just saying
I know.
it tasted nasty
It
too.
tastes like
No,
a
I'm sure
it
it
tastes like a $14 bottle of
Mhm.
vodka with a lot.
I never heard of that. I heard of like pop-offs.
No,
They don't even have it now.
Really?
you don't think they have leads? still?
I went and looked.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't
For
going to
old
get.
time's
Yeah.
sake? You're about to buy it. Like
But
I,
I
need
just wanted
throw
to
up,
see. I
Get
was
that
like,
shit.
get the worst headache and
Whole
throw up
gallon
now.
of this.
I need to do that tonight.
mhm.
You was trying to get it for Trish.
Yeah, we used to do the. Remember the
dump it in
Sparks
there.
though?
Yeah,
I love the Sparks for fun. They don't make that no more.
I doubt it.
I don't think so.
Probably not allowed.
Remember we had that Ford Loco that one time?
Yeah, that was the original shit though.
Yeah. And now I got
Yeah,
mad at that dude
cool.
when Anderson Silva beat Chael Sonnen.
Yeah. Was that your brother's house?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You remember when him and Chael Sonnen fought the first time,
Mm-hmm.
and he was beating him 4 rounds, and he was
He
still
got
on
him in
top
a
of him. He got triangled. Like, I was so mad. Him and Robbie started slapping hands and started cussing him out. This
I was
some
happy as shit,
bullshit.
too.
you like Silva?
Yeah.
I mean, I did too, but like I just wanted to see him get beat.
Nah.
He didn't.
Can't
Yeah.
fuck.
He did later by what's his name now? Who's the dude that knocked him out? Chris Weidman.
Mm.
He was trying to do this whole bullshit. He's like, slap your boy.
They were good times.
Mm-hmm.
That was a mess.
Remember we got drunk and we called Robbie when he first moved into his new house.
Yeah, they were just trying to sleep on a fucking air mattress. We all piled right in his house, got on the air mattress with him. Him and his
It was
girlfriend
him and
just
his
sleeping.
girlfriend.
We're like just in there, like, what you guys doing? You sleeping? Like, who tells us? If she did, Robbie didn't answer us.
Robbie
right?
didn't want us to come
Yeah,
over, but
he's
she
like,
answered.
yeah.
I think she answered his phone. I was like, "What are you guys doing? Me and John are trying to come over."
Yeah,
She's
she
like,
told us to
okay.
come over. They're still in bed and shit. The air
Like she
mattress in
answered the
living
door and like got back in the like.
Yeah.
What were we gonna do?
Yeah,
Just like, all right,
drunk
let's
as
sit
hell.
on the
Like, we're
couch.
just gonna get in bed with you.
Yeah.
We'll just keep talking.
Where
We're
is
drunk
this
as
at?
shit.
His
Right
house
down-
like
yeah.
right down the road.
Yeah. I was like, when he first got there, it was like right in the living room floor, just the air mattress sitting in there. You just walk like, who you invited us over? Like you knew it wasn't going to be good. Like fucking 1 o'clock at night, like it couldn't have been good. It was about to happen.
And
Did
he
all kinds
just
of
bought
shit.
the house, and he had a plunger in his bathroom. I went to the bathroom, I found a plunger, so I took it out, and you know, like Bam Margera does to his dad to put it on his head. I put it on his head. I started laughing. He's like, "Brad, that was from the people who owned the house before me."
That was good times.
He was so mad. I was like, "Oh, it was some old lady too. She probably plunging some old boys." I'll put it on his head, and it stuck too,
Phil
because he
broke
cut
that
his hair
fan.
like you did.
Phil
Huh?
broke the fan one day. We were,
Oh,
over
we were
there
playing.
with the baseball
Oh,
bat.
the
right?
baseball bat, yeah.
Y'all put it up.
Y'all doing different.
You just dump Cheetos all over the place, or Cheez-Its, or whatever the fuck it was.
I did, yeah. I went over there with my mom and dad's vacuum. I was like, "Oh, Robbie don't have a vacuum. Can I take this over there?" She's like, "Yeah, go ahead."
It's like I gotta clean up some Cheez-Its I dumped all over his fucking living room floor.
Me and John like to get drunk and mess people's houses up.
Robbie used to have just 2 liters stuffed underneath the couch. 2 liters of Diet Coke stuffed under the couch. That's all he drank. He still probably still does. I don't know.
Probably.
They
He
were
said
just
he's
fun
like
as
riding his bike again and stuff now.
Yeah.
I told him, I was like, "You gonna get some thick boy stuff?"
They
He's like,
get
"No."
merch. Get some thick boy merch. I like riding bikes. I want to go on like a long ass bike ride.
I know. I want to get. Oh, my mom remembers
Not remember.
What's that?
when I borrowed the vacuum.
Yeah. It's so funny.
That's before they knew I was bad.
Man, he
That was around 21, 22, right?
21. All went downhill when you turned
did.
21.
21.
I remember like 20. I told John, I was like, "I don't need to worry about no DUIs."
Yeah, I ain't
I didn't
drinking.
have to still,
Yeah,
but
you didn't. You weren't drinking. You were good. That was good times.
we should do something every
We should
freaking
just get
weekend.
drunk and show up at your parents' house one day.
We should. They would love it.
Yeah, they miss it.
Man.
They probably miss it. I don't want to get drunk and go there. I want to get there and get drunk.
Mm-hmm. Getting drunk, messing up people's houses. My mom's house is one of them. Billy used to throw up in the sink too.
That was one time. I told John. No
People
more.
don't forget.
I said I can't do
He
this.
said
with
never
Jaeger
Jaeger
Bomb.
bombs. We did 2 already.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I mean,
that
sure, we
night.
did a lot. Like, we used to
I knew
buy
I
the big
couldn't
bottle
have
though.
any
Yep.
more, and he's like, just one more. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Because you don't want to be the dude that don't do it too.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. Except
like
no.
when Greg brought that Casamigos over, I was like, nah, I don't like tequila. He's like, don't be a bitch. I'm like, all right, fuck it.
Mm-hmm. And it turned out it was good.
Yeah, it was.
Patron is good.
Yeah, but
That-
that's expensive.
Yeah,
And
So it's
Casamigos
Casamigos.
is, but we didn't buy it.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I
they
used to
brought it
buy like
over.
That's
that.
like 52.
I used to buy like the
regular
silver
50.
Patron, which was like little ass bottles, like $60 something or something like that. You should just keep that in the back of the fridge, and I would never like nobody's getting that shit. But it tastes so good. I
He would
wouldn't
always
do.
get it from his bar though, so
Yeah, he said he
just
would
bring it
just
over.
take it.
Yeah,
It was good though.
the Rock's got some tequila. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I don't
Yeah.
drink
I'm
it,
not a
so-
big fan of tequila.
Terramana or something like that.
Yeah.
That's only like 40. It's not too.
What's it
bad.
called? Moana.
No, Terramana.
Oh,
I still want to get that Dos Hombres.
yeah, I
Bryan
still haven't
Cranston
found it.
and
What is that?
Aaron Paul's boy.
Yeah,
It's a
That's-
mezcal.
the mezcal, like that Tom and Juarez.
What's that one stuff that has that? What's it called? Woodworm in it.
It's
Absinthe.
mezcal.
Well, it's absinthe,
Oh,
but they don't make it the same as they used to because they used
Yeah.
to like fucking see shit.
yeah,
Like
the naughty
hallucinogen
water.
or what like that.
That was from Get 'Em to the Greek too.
Yeah,
They did
Dude,
that.
you can still get it. Like there's some. I think they
I
cut.
only watched that like once.
What?
Oh, really? That was good. I think it's on net. I don't know if it is
It's on
now.
something.
It was
It
on.
was.
I think I used to own it, but probably lost it
Just
somewhere.
Got
sit
the
here.
voodoo boy.
Just sit here and pet the wall.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, the furry wall.
Yeah.
expired.
We should probably get that. It's like a process though. If you make like the real drink, I think you have to like melt sugar into it or something. Like if you make the real absinthe drink,
Hey,
like
you
you,
can
it
make
comes with like a spoon with like the like slits in it, and then you put like a sugar cube on top, and I think you light it on fire, and it melts into the thing, and then you take the shot of it.
Sounds like heroin.
I know, yeah, like it's like real, like it's real work.
We doing different.
But like I said, I'm sure that's like for real, like expensive stuff that's like still has that. This motherfucker got a cricket in here.
I told you
got
as
a
soon as we
pet
started,
cricket.
it would
I
be
know.
Look
It's
at
always
behind
back
him.
in that corner.
Yeah.
I think he's back there. The one I did find his ass one day, and I was happy as hell. I killed him.
Yeah, crickets
Kill
are
'em.
crickets are scary.
What?
They're like weird as shit. There's one that like jump at you.
Oh,
They're
you
like-
mean the camel cricket boys?
Yeah, them shits. They're like, I'll be like trying to hit one, they just start jumping up. I'm like, God damn, like they're small as hell. While I'm jumping, they're like, I'm scared.
I
of these
know.
fucking
I'd be
things.
if I was a cricket, I'd run the other way. Like,
Yeah.
no, what are we doing? They're like, come on.
Like, yeah, like my cat kills me. I'll find them in like the front room. I guess
Yeah.
they slide like underneath the door or something, like
Mhm.
the front door or something like that. My cat will always have one like dead there. But I saw one in the bathroom one time. I was just like, damn. I gotta kill this bitch. That bitch jumped on me. I was like, oh shit.
He's
Like,
all
what the
peeing.
fuck? I'm like, I'm not shouldn't be scared of this stupid ass thing. I just rip one leg off and he's retarded as hell for the rest of the day.
And they're just cool with it. Like, ah, my man.
Yep, that's it. I'm
Is there another one over here somewhere?
That's the first one I heard.
Oh, I've heard.
This one.
You were hearing one back there,
Yeah.
right? Now they're gonna
Too
start
fast.
talking smack.
So what's new?
Mm,
Besides work, and your hair's getting long as shit.
I know. I gotta get it cut. Shut up. Because I don't want to shave it.
As soon
Because
as I
it's like
walked in,
getting-
I was like, "Yo, this dude's hair is long as hell."
I cut it for you. Cut it all off.
yeah, no, but I used to do it like that. But
I
like
know.
when it gets cooler, I like take the sides down a little bit.
Yeah, it's a process. Just be
It
shaving that shit at home.
Mhm.
I don't care what the weather is. Put a hat on. That's what beanie weather's for.
I know.
Start wearing them shits.
Yeah, but that's about it. Just growing my hair.
Just sitting around growing my hair.
Growing your hair, fixing your internet.
Other
so
people
we
at
can
work
do
are always
this.
like, "You should get a hairstyle." I'm like, nah, then you got to go like every 2 weeks. You got to
Yeah.
get that shit fixed
I
to
know.
make it look right. I'm like, I just shaved this shit.
I know it is nice. Like you don't have to worry. Like, is my hair done? Yep, it is. Like I just
I just wake up.
wake up or
That's why I
get
just
out
go
of
in
the
the
shower.
kitchen like every couple weeks and just be like, and suck that up.
Or like there's that one time it gets a little long and something on the sides, like doing
That's how it
something
is. That's how I
different.
know when I have to cut it. Right back here in the corner. Like you get up from
Wherever you-
sleeping
yeah,
or something
lay
like
on
that.
your
It's
pillow.
like sticking out. I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess I got to cut the
I
hair.
know the
this
front of
week.
my hair, I got like this big ass cowlick, so it goes this way instead of everything else go that way.
Yeah, I got mine's on the side.
It's
it always
It's
looks like I
awful.
got. I'd be like, you got a receipt? I'm like, no, bitch, your hair's good. This
my
way,
hair,
like,
I used to have my hair. It used to be able to pull it like, down to here,
yeah, I had long
and it
hair,
would
too.
like part right here. It'd go like this. It'd be just like a big ass.
I remember both of y'all had long
Yeah.
ass hair at one point.
Fuck that. I don't
Because
know.
mine, I had long hair. Like when I used to do the part in the middle, it used to be like here.
Yeah, no,
But I remember
have
you guys
ass
had
hair.
long hair.
It was disgusting.
You used to straighten it, right?
Yeah, I had to. My shit was like, because of this thing right here, it would go like back here and then come down. And this side was normal. And I'd be like, yes, I gotta like, I just real quick, like straighten it real
I would
fast.
always wear like.
But I don't know why, because I always had, I always put like beanies on and shit like that. So
I
it didn't
put like
matter.
a regular baseball cap on, and then the sides would like curl up,
Mm-hmm.
and then I take it off when I go to school or whatever.
It's so disgusting. Regret all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, to get
I look
conditioner
back,
and
like I
everything.
seen pictures like when I used to wear like size 36 pants. And I was like a 28 waist or something. Like they were like big ass Rockaware pants.
I
and
know.
shit.
I remember. That's
They
when
were-
I first met you.
Yeah, like I'd be like, damn, what the fuck? Like,
He used to have wife beater under his shirt and then a white tee.
Yeah.
And he used to wear like half of it like Andre the Giant.
it's just cool shit to do. And then you look back and you're like, what the fuck was I thinking?
Yeah.
Too funny.
How old were you when I started working at Walmart? 20.
Old as shit. Doesn't matter.
I think you were like 27.
Some. How old
Sounds
are you
right.
now?
35.
I always thought I was way older than you. I mean, I am
Way
older.
older than that.
Way, but I am. But I'm not. 35, 7 years older.
How old are you?
42.
42? Yeah, so 7. Because I was 16.
But it always seems it like when you first meet somebody, you're like, you're fucking not even 21 yet.
Well,
Like,
when you meet them
oh,
when they're
shit.
16, it's
Yeah.
like you might as well be a baby.
Yep. It's too funny.
Because I didn't even know who you are. I remember my mom was listening to Nelly. You're like, oh, you know your mom listens to Nelly?
Like, who the fuck's
I was
this
like, yeah. Why your shirt on weird?
guy? Yeah, dude, you sure you forgot the other sleeve?
Why'd you wear your dad's pants?
I got your belt so tight, like your pants are still falling down.
He used to wear Dickies back then. I still got
I
some
did,
Dickies.
Dickies, yeah. But I used to wear the shit out of like Rockaware and Sean John. Like, who the fuck,
I think he used to wear Dickies and a white shirt
bro?
at work.
Ridiculous. I used to go USA Blues. Was his store, and the dudes like knew me and they were coming there all the time. Your pants were like $100. They were
And
happy
they
as
started
shit.
at 36, right? Isn't that the smallest waist?
They were like 30. I think 34 was like the small. I think that's why I wore 34 or something. I was still like a 28, 29 waist wearing 34. They never had shit. Like that's just how people wore them. I couldn't even imagine it now.
Some people. I didn't wear my pants
well,
like
that's
that.
true. Yeah, you did. Now I'm just like, ah, shit gets a little baggy around the waist. I'm like, I gotta buy new pants. I think.
Mhm.
It's better than, at least you didn't wear Jinko jeans.
I had a pair when I was in high school.
And did you?
Yeah,
I never had a
never,
pair.
yeah,
I'm so
either.
glad I didn't.
we had a couple pairs. I think they were like
They were
Like
like
when I-
skater pants though, right?
at one time it was like a weird.
Yeah, it was-
Like I had stopped skateboarding, and then all of a sudden, like when I started skateboarding, like
It was like
people
the total opposite.
were, yeah, I was just like, what the fuck are these people wearing?
Like,
I
why
was
are they wearing
"Nah."
the tight boys?
No, like when I'd stopped at one time, like I skateboarded, and then I stopped because they were doing like they would just go in a parking lot and learn like these weird pressure flip things he would do, like just make your board flip and you would just land on it, and that's it. Nobody skated like around town and did
Oh.
shit. They would just be in parking lots. There was like this weird like period. I don't know what happened. So I stopped skateboarding, and when I came back, I didn't know what to do. I was just like, I guess you wear big baggy pants. I went out and bought like Jinkos and shit because that's what I used to see people wearing. And it was like 3 months after I got them, people started wearing like normal shit. Or no, that's when people started wearing like Sean John and all this shit. Like all these skateboarders.
Skateboard?
Yeah, skateboarders. That's what, I would just buy shit that's all like in videos. But they were all skating in like Philly. So there would be all these people that were
Oh,
trying to buy
yeah.
like height, like Tommy Hilfiger. They were all skating in that like shit, but they would buy them big and baggy. So it was like all this expensive clothes for a while. They were skateboarding. I was like, I guess I gotta buy this now. But yeah, I did. I don't know how people skateboarding in Jinkos. Big
Oh,
as
they're-
shit
Yeah,
at
they
the
were.
bottom.
See, when we used to ride bikes, you couldn't wear them anyway because they'd get caught
Yeah,
right in the
get caught in
sprocket.
the-
Yeah.
Like I had like pants like these, like a little baggy at the bottom, and they get caught.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's why I like the Little Devil made jeans, and they had buttons on them.
And you
could-
fold over.
Yep, you
Yeah.
could just button them like on the side of the sprocket,
Yeah.
so they would.
I think I had them too.
They were my favorite.
That company's done, right?
Yeah,
They still do.
they're still like selling clothes, but there's nobody on. I don't think there's
Yeah.
anybody on the team or whatever.
I think I seen they were selling like some vintage stuff.
Yeah, they were selling the
So I
old
think I
shirts.
follow them on Instagram.
Yeah,
They sold like the old videos again or whatever.
That's a lot of that. There used to be Osiris.
Mhm.
Remember them? That
Mhm.
shoe? Well, there used to be a Dave Mayhew had like this shoe, and it was like the most popular skate shoe ever.
Yeah,
It's the
there's a big
bulkiest
thing, right?
fucking yeah. It's like it's a big fucking shoe, like
I think I seen
uncomfortable
something on
shit.
Facebook about that. It's like a big controversy or something like
I
that.
don't know, but it used to be like the most popular skate shoe
Yeah.
now. And if you look at it now, it's like, how the fuck did we ever skateboard in that? I used to own it, but it's like popular like shoe for some reason. I don't know
So
who
it
the
was
fuck
like-
wears it.
The guy you're saying, he said he designed it or whatever,
Yeah.
but the guy that actually designed it, it's like a whole thing. Like,
No, really?
yeah, I think they're like suing each other. And it's
No,
a
I
whole
did see
thing
it like
that-
on Instagram. If we go in like the search section, like they were popping up, like all these people were posting pictures like old.
Yeah, it was on that Vice thing or
Osiris
whatever.
thing. Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like a
Oh,
whole
okay.
story about it.
But yeah, it was like the worst bulky skate. I mean,
Yeah, it's like
skate
the
shoes in
most
general back there. I'm
popular-
sure bike shoes were the same thing. They were
Mhm.
bulky as shit at one time.
I used to have them Etnies. Who was that one dude?
I had Taj Mahalik. That's what I had. That were my first Etnies I had.
I don't remember who I had. It might have been him.
I remember I bought because DCs were like at like shoe show where you can go to a regular shoe place
Yeah.
and buy some. Them tongues were big.
Yeah,
I don't
they
know
were.
why,
All skate shoes back in the day were huge.
but I just remember the DCs were like huge. I was like we were just talking about the other day. Remember every girl that went to a skate park had the pink and black DCs.
Yeah, with the DC was in pink.
Mhm.
The old black shoe with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Them fat
So
ass
happy
tongues.
they changed all that shit.
Have
like-
they?
Well,
Now I don't even know.
like this shoe, the Janowski shoe now. Like I watched the whole video on him. Like when he went to make the shoe, he was like, "You just make it this way," and they were like, "Can't make that shoe." And he was like, "Oh, you make the shoe, or I just don't sign your con. Like I don't give a shit."
for Nike.
Yeah, like he made the most popular. This is the most popular skate shoe I think ever now, like money wise or whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
But when he went before he was like, "If you can't make the shoe, I don't care." He was like,
Oh,
"I
really?
didn't have a contract before. I don't have one now. If you don't make
Yeah.
this shoe." And they're like, "He is the most pain in the ass person we've ever worked with," but like smart wise, you know what I mean? Like they did it and it worked out for him.
They did it though.
Yeah, but because now he has like some recycled shoe, like this shoe, but it has like they take recycled leather at some place and they like pressure wash it into
Mhm.
material. Like
And they
it's like
just had the kids at sweatshops just make it.
yeah, that's like a cool. They just did like a video, like the factory, and somehow they like it's like old leather. Like they just collect like pallets of leather, and then they like hit it with water, like at a high pressure, and it molds it into like fabric somehow.
Really?
Like the video is pretty cool. So now it's like a
Yeah.
fly. It's called fly leather or something like that, and they make it. They just went there. I forget where the hell it's at, but anyway.
Yeah, I don't even know what shoes are like skate and bike related anymore.
I think because Nike had 6.0, but they don't
They
exist
stopped,
anymore,
yeah,
right?
They stopped making.
And
that
they still
cool.
have Dunks, which is skateboarding, right?
Yeah. Now, well, they have like regular dunks and they have SB dunks.
Oh.
And then the SB dunks are the ones that are like you can't even like skateboarders don't buy them or they get them for free if you're sponsored obviously, but they don't buy them. They'll just like people collect them because they're the ones that are worth all the damn
Oh
money.
yeah, the one that
Like
you
they just
got to
put
bid
Grateful,
on
they
or
put
whatever.
Grateful Dead out like 2-3 different colors of like Grateful Dead SBs for like $3,000 something dollars or something, probably something stupid now. Like you can't get them.
Damn.
Because I had a pair of Osiris at one point, Etnies, DC. I think I had a Vans, but I went on there to get like a brand new pair of shoes. Like later on, I don't know none of these companies anymore.
That are out.
Yeah, and it would be different, like who's sponsored by who. But I don't even know the people that are sponsored by
No.
them.
Well, most
Except
of them
like
are
the
just-
real popular, are mostly Nike.
I was gonna say it's all big companies now. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
New Balance has a whole skateboard team. I don't know about bikes. I'm sure they sponsor bike people too.
Do they
but-
really?
Probably. I
Yeah,
don't
New
know.
Balance has like, and they have good people in their team because they can sponsor like 30 people.
Yeah.
So you get like Nike has like a huge team, and then New Balance does. Adidas.
Adidas does too now.
Adidas has, and their shoes are like, I would buy some. They're all.
I think
look
I had a
super
pair.
Nice.
That's
Like
I
all
got.
the Adidas skate shoes look so nice. Trying to think who else. Somebody else does too, but I can't think. I think they're like the three big ones. Like New Balance was the weird one at first. They were like New
Yeah.
Balance, like you're making a skate team, but there's a dude that's like from like New Balance is from Boston, and PJ Ladd, which is like a real famous skateboarder. They like sponsored him first, and then he helped them, I think, build a brand or something like that, basically. But they got like real good people on their team. It's just weird because it's New Balance. You just think of like old man
Yeah.
shoes or
Yeah.
something like
Dad
running
shoes
shoes
or
or something.
whatever,
Yeah,
yeah.
just stuff like that. But their skate shoes look so nice.
They actually got popular when I was in high school.
New Balance.
Yeah.
They had,
for
like,
some
one
reason. It was
pair I
for,
used to
like,
buy.
A couple of years, it was like
Yeah.
they got real popular.
Yeah, I forget what they all got numbers. Like New Balance is all like
Mhm.
5, 8, 7, this,
Yeah,
that, and the
yeah,
other.
yeah.
Like their shoes are all numbers or something like that. But I used to have one that I used to wear all the time, which is like a black and gray pair. It
Mhm.
was like I forget what number it was, but it was like you'd see them everywhere in every colorway. And then all of a sudden they became like dad shoes. They like, made these thicker.
Yeah.
Well, they always made them anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
Like extra wide for like
Yeah.
fat dads like mowing grass and shit.
Fat dads mowing
Fat
grass.
dads
I thought
mowing
it was gonna
grass.
say
Like that's
fat
what you
feet,
see.
but fat
Yeah.
dads.
Like somebody made a video on YouTube one time I watched it. It was just like he's like about to go mow the grass. He put on like these old ass like thick New Balances. They're all
Green.
solid, like good white.
Mhm.
But he's gonna go
Yeah.
mow the grass. Like you gonna mess them up? He's like, that's what they're for.
Yeah.
Like no, what?
I got.
So funny.
I still got a Nike 6.0.
That's what you mow your grass in?
Yeah, they're beat up. They
Yeah.
got holes in the side. Remember we were just when
Yeah,
we
I was
did the
gonna say,
patio.
I got Adidas. They were, I don't even know what kind they were. They were just like, I wore them to Amazon. But they were made of like some real thin cloth on the side. And they're
Like a
both
Chuck
ripped
Taylor?
out on
Yeah.
the side. Like,
I mow grass in slides.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, I mow grass in just like Nike
damn.
slides. I don't have anything in my yard. Like I don't have trees or anything in my yard, so I don't have to worry about sticks flying up and like hit me or nothing. I just got fucking grass.
You don't have to worry about all that. And you don't have no kids playing out back. They don't care.
No, I just gotta pick up some dog shit and then
Or you just run it
and then
over.
mow the grass. Like yeah, sometimes I am lazy as shit, and I just feel like I'll go around that bitch. Like get the wheels. Like when you're trying to drive down
Yeah.
the road and you want to separate, like you don't want to ride over a dead animal, so you just kind of even out the wheels so you go around it. That's how it is with dog shit in the yard sometimes. Like I'm not picking that up. Like I didn't see that. I'm not picking that shit up. That's so gross though. I ran it over though with the lawnmower. It's just like fucking going around on the wheels. It's just like, oh.
Does it start to smell again?
Yeah, it does. 'Cause it's like in the ground. You're like, oh, that's dry as hell. Then you run it over. It's like it gets all smushed up.
Yep.
It's just like, yeah, that's
Freshens
so
it up.
Gross.
That's when shit smells the worst.
Yeah.
When you mess with it, like
What are you messing?
like if you step in it,
molding it like clay. What are you doing?
yeah. Like if you step in it or like
yeah,
Or mess with it.
you mess with it.
if you messing with the shit, it's gonna stink worse.
Oh my god. But you know, like you use those little things when you just scoop it up, it looks all dry, and then when you scoop it up, it's
Yeah,
like
it
fucking
just-
the bottom.
then you
of it's
open the
still all
thing
wet,
up
you're
and
like,
nothing
oh,
comes
shit,
out.
Yeah, fucking gross.
Just falling out. That cricket won't shut his ass up.
No,
Yeah, you won't.
special.
Mm-hmm.
You pay extra for the cricket noise back.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna get a Patreon.
Yeah,
For-
for cricket noises. Make one of those YouTube sleep videos. All
Oh, the
cricket noises.
ASMR.
Yeah, like just all cricket video noises in the background. I would never go to sleep.
Phil has that one video, right?
Yeah, that's what he said. He got one of like rain he recorded out in his car when it was raining,
Yeah,
and he made it was a couple hour video, right?
Yeah, it was to like help you sleep or whatever.
yeah.
That's what he said he
'Cause
wanted to do,
texted
like
me
a.
to follow his YouTube or whatever.
These things are always. I'd put it on before. This has to be like a black screen one. I can't do like they'll put like scenes on there, be bright as hell.
Yeah.
Like how am I supposed to fall
Yeah.
asleep when it's fucking?
Well, I can fall asleep with anything. I can fall asleep with this light on right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on how tired I am, but if I was like had to go to sleep for work, and go to like 9 o'clock if the light was on and that cricket was talking, I'd be big mad. I couldn't sleep.
It's too funny. I keep a fan on.
I got a fan on
Now,
too.
my parents used to do that to me as little. Though. They used to like blast music when I was a baby and stuff. So like I just sleep through everything.
No, I can't. I'll wake up for everything.
Really?
Yeah. Like somebody move, like Heather moving to bed or something, just roll over. I'll wake up. I'm
Mm-hmm.
fucking.
What you moving for?
Yeah.
You just see him while you're
What you
backing up
fucking
in your car. You ever drive John around?
Yeah, I'll fucking help you out.
I'll be
Help me
backing up. He's like, I'm like, what is it? He's like, this is what I do.
Yep,
It's like,
I
what?
just
Is somebody
help-
coming or
I just
not?
help look. If you try to look right, I'll be like on your way looking. Like I got you. I don't even think about it. I just do it. Like it's a habit. Like I'm just used to driving and then I look. So I'm driving the passenger seat. I'm just looking for you. You're gonna be pissed as hell because you can't see shit because my big ass head's in the way. You're looking down the road for you.
We good?
Like, I'll tell you when you're ready. You listen to me. Hope my judgment's good.
Like from Pineapple Express. Anybody out there?
Heather gets mad. I always judge, but like I can't stand driving. But then when she drives, she like speeds and shit, and I'm like, you better slow down. You need to slow down. Hey, can you slow down? And she'll be like, what the fuck? Just let me drive.
Like, you want to drive? No, but I'm gonna
No,
watch.
yeah, but I'm gonna tell you how to drive that the whole time. I'm the worst at it.
I just remember I just noticed that one time, like I was backing. I think we were going to like liquor store or
Yeah,
something.
we were just going
And I was
down the road.
backing out, and you were like looking around. I was like, somebody coming? You're like, no, that's just what I do. I was like, oh.
Just don't pay attention to me. Just be all up in your shit. Anyways, it's weird because when you're in a passenger seat, you can feel when people are speeding. Like when I
Yeah.
drive, I don't drive the speed limit at
Yeah.
all. But like when I'm in the passenger seat, I'm like, yeah, you're going too fast. Like,
Or like you don't. You just feel like, this is about how fast I'm supposed to go. You
Yeah.
don't even look.
The other
But
day,
yeah, when you're in the passenger side,
I
you're
think I
like,
was coming here. I think it was that Wednesday. I decided to take 295 instead of coming the other way. Like took a road and then got right on 295. I hit a $120.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
I was like, I didn't even think I was going that fast. I thought I was going like 90. I'm like,
That's still
Oh,
too
shit.
fast. You
Mhm.
talking about?
I mean, I always do that on 295, like between 80 and 90. I'm like, yeah, I need to slow down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I did 110. Like we used to go to that super fitness gym in Swedesboro, and I was coming home one day. There was like nobody on the road, and my friend was like driving, and I was driving. So we were just going down like 290. It was just us. I was like, I love like 110, And I was like, yeah, that's too much. Like, what if I get pulled over at that moment? Like, I
Mhm.
gotta explain how I was doing 110 down to
Yeah.
fucking 295.
Remember the time I got pulled over doing 80 in my Kia?
No,
Like I was going to school and I was late.
80.
I was doing 80 and got pulled
And
over.
your little, yeah,
I
the
do
little
that
ass
every day
Kia
going to
too.
work.
Huh?
I do that like every day going to work.
Yeah, no. But I remember
It's all
like
back road though.
I was going down 295 was like right before the Cherry Hill exit. And I was driving, I seen the cop and he pulled out and I was like, oh man, I pulled all the way to the right and went slow, came right behind me. I was like, God damn it. I remember I told you that day because we were
No.
working overnight. Like he shouldn't have gave you a ticket. He should have been like, how'd you do 80 in that
In a
Kia?
Kia. That Kia didn't last long either, did
It
it?
didn't. That thing was
Did you
awful.
break down on the bridge or some bullshit like that?
After I took it from the dealership after they fixed it, my
remember
transmission
that.
went. And then they said,
That was like when
That-
Kia first came out, right?
Yeah, and then
now
they
it's like
said-
a
They're
good.
still awful.
Is it? I thought it was like a good car now.
No, because they give you like a 100,000 mile,
Yeah,
like, fully guaranteed, like.
fully
thing.
guaranteed to suck.
yeah. I thought it was
They
like
know
a better.
It's gonna break. Like,
Yeah,
A
I thought it was like a
guaranteed piece of
yeah,
shit.
I thought it was a better car now. Like
no,
Hyundai
it's
used to
just
be.
they give you like a ridiculously
Yeah.
good warranty on it. It's like full all everything.
Yeah.
It's like full warranty.
Yeah, but I remember I took it back from the dealership. They said they fixed it. As I was coming home over the bridge, it broke. The transmission went. I had to get it towed. And then they said the warranty wouldn't cover it because I was driving it while it was messed up. I was like, I just picked it up from your dealership. And that was like the
Yeah, I
first
remember
time I got like $1,400 back in taxes when I was like working at Walmart. All went to a new transmission. I was so mad. Yep, see, my dad said piece of shit.
So what is you?
Yeah, I thought they were better. Like Hyundai. Yeah, Hyundai used to be like real shitty car. Now it's like a good ass car
Yeah.
though.
No, I think Kia's still pretty bad.
Is it?
I seen somebody. They had one. And they said like. I think the motor went in it.
Yeah.
For, like 60,000 miles.
And what are they?
Jeez.
Are they
Yeah.
Japanese cars? Is that what Kia is?
Korean.
Is it Korean?
Mm-hmm.
Konnichiwa.
Like it looked nice though. Like that. What's it called? That new SUV they have? That Toll Rider or something
Yeah.
bullshit. Like that looks nice as hell. I'd never get it. I've never wanted that big ass SUV in my life.
You still have that Scion?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the one you did 110? in?
Yeah, that just moves.
They should have pulled you over in that too. For
I know.
110.
There's nobody on the road. There was literally nobody on the road. Like, it was like we left. Like it was weird. It was like 10 a.m. or something like that. My friend just like we're just driving. We're like just kept going faster. Like we're on the side next to each other. Like we're doing 110. There's nobody on 295. Like we made it all the way down to exit 4 or whatever you get off right here.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that was easy. I was like, did like I used to have a Honda, and then when it got like when you got to like I think it was like a Civic. I forget what year it was. 2003 or something like that. But when you got like to 100, like it took forever to get to 110 would be like I got up there before, but it felt like it took like another minute to get to
Yeah.
like 110 or something. That fucking
That's what I'm saying. I had
Scion
no
moves like
clue I hit
ridiculous.
120. Like I was still going,
yeah.
and I just decided to look down. Like shit, oh, I should slow that down.
I ain't fixed nothing on that car besides wheels,
Oil?
tires. Like nothing's ever broken. It's a 2010. Nothing's ever happened to it. I can't complain. I mean, it's made by Toyota, so it's not like it's
Yeah.
shit. You know, what
You
I
only
mean?
had like 3 cars, right? You had that Accord first,
Yeah,
right?
I had the Accord. I put like 200,000 miles. I mean, I didn't put 200,000 miles
Yeah.
when I traded it in. They were just like, we'll give you money for the radio. I think I put like
There ain't nothing
yeah.
wrong with
they're
the
like,
radio.
we don't really want the car, but we'll just buy like your radio. They were trying to like tell me to sell it on this. They're like, you can go just sell it to a random person, get more
Yeah.
money. I was like, I don't give a shit. Like it's an 88 Accord with like
Yeah.
flip lights in the front. Like I just want to get rid of it and bought a new Civic or whatever. Yeah, that was it. And I had bought a brand new Civic in 2003. Like it was brand new, and then I got 2010.
You guys didn't my brother get the Sonata the same time?
My
You got that,
Civic,
right?
The Civic, I think. Or did
You got
have-
the Civic. He got a Hyundai.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we got cars at the same time. Yeah, because his old car, we used to hit each other in it.
Yeah, no, he had that Grand. I think was it Grand Prix or Grand Am? I forget. He had
It
that
was
red
silver,
one.
right?
It was
a
a
red.
yeah, it was a red one. It was an 85. What
Yeah,
was
it
yours?
was-
88. Because I remember that one time
Nobody
he was
cared.
going real slow. You were behind us, and you went to pass him, and then he sped up. You guys were like both about to break down at the same time. Because I remember he used to take me home back in the day.
They were just shitty cars. I remember we were at a stoplight, and I think your brother was like in front of me at
Yeah.
the stoplight, and I was behind him.
It was
And
to get on Hook Road right out
yeah,
of Walmart.
like and I just eased up and just like smacked into his bumper, or like if he was in front of me, he'd just back up and hit my car. Like we didn't care, and it wasn't like hard or anything, but it was just so funny. It was like people were probably like, "What the fuck?"
You should have got the cop. This dude just rear-ended me.
Like just mad as hell. I called a cop. But nobody cared. Like, dude, it's old as hell.
You used to have that Buick Skylark, boy.
I did. That boy was hitting.
They had what the truck the longest, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so, yeah. Because I think I drove my mom's Intrepid for a little bit before I got the Kia Rio. And I had that. That thing sucked. I remember just starting it. It would be like, wow, 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 wow,
Just knee in trouble. Did you buy brand new?
No.
No.
My mom and dad bought it. It was just because it was a 4-cylinder to get back and forth from
Yeah.
Cherry Hill to the school. That thing was horrible.
Your
I'd
truck was a-
miss
Ran-
having
you had
that
a
truck.
Ranger, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I miss having that thing. It's nice to be able to throw shit in the back and
Now I
not have
just
to be the
can't.
one that drives.
I want to get a new car. I just can't. I don't want to spend money on that shit. I don't want to make any more payments. It's so nice to have just like
Mm-hmm.
your mortgage payment, and that's like Heather pays all the utilities. I just got that. I'm like, do I want to add another damn payment to? I know
She
it's
pays
gonna
all
s-
the utilities, all he pays the mortgage?
Yeah, well, the mortgage is like 900 and something, and then she pays utilities. It probably comes out to like $500-600. So
Really?
yeah,
I'd be blasting the AC.
That shit hitting.
that's like the most expensive thing is the summertime. 'Cause I
Yeah.
told her like you got a couple months where it's gonna suck because it's gonna be like $300 something or something. Yours is cheaper now, right? You got solar.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you
But-
do it?
What?
Can you refer him?
Yeah. You should get some solar, boys. I mean, she gonna pay it. We each get $1,500.
Is that real?
Yeah.
Who company did you go through? I had somebody come to my house one time and I didn't talk to him.
Trinity. I wouldn't have talked to him either, but Trish was out there talking to him. I came
Yeah.
out. I was
Like,
like,
he came and I was like, I didn't even see him knocking on the door or nothing. I just opened up the door and there's a dude standing there. He's like, well, I forget what company it was for. I don't think it was that. He was like, start to ask me questions. I was like, I don't want solar panels. He's like, everybody on your street getting them.
that's what they say all the time.
Yeah.
You look around
Yep,
like,
and I did it. So
"Ain't no
I'm like
solar
standing on my
panel."
front step and I was looking down. I was like, not one person on my street has solar panels. And he was like, they're getting them though. And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, well, you just said they like, I'm like one of the last people. Like the
Yeah.
way you just made it sound. He was like, well, can I have your phone number? I was like, no. And he was like, well, I can come back later. I was like, no. Like, I don't give a shit. Like nobody on the street has them. He's like, you're like one of the last ones to get them.
They're going to be making fun of you.
Yep, they're gonna be talking about you on the street. Like, I don't think so.
He's going to have a baby husky and a
Like, I
pit bull.
probably got the newest roof on the street. I don't know what you guys are talking about. All the other houses look like about to cave in.
He's like, your neighbor don't have no copper wires,
I know.
but he's got solar panels.
So his pipes are frozen, but he got solar panels. He don't even live there.
I seen him walking on
Lives
the
in a
street the other
dumpster in Pennsville, I think.
day. Does he still work at Walmart again?
Nah, he don't live. I don't even know what he does. I see him in Pennsville too. I see him like walking. I think he lives.
I seen him
behind
walking.
the Acme.
He loves
Is-
sweatpants still. Still loves
Yeah, he
sweatpants.
used to be the funniest shit. He used to stick his tongue out.
Remember when he used to stick
His
his tongue
glasses?
and sniff at the same time?
The
He'd
what?
go,
Yeah, that's what I said. His tongue would go out like all the time. You just push his glasses up. Yeah, it's so funny.
Sniff all hard. Every movie with a wrestler in it. That's
Yeah.
a great movie. Did you
Yeah.
watch that? Walking Tall with Walking Tall with
What, The Rock?
The
and
Rock
shit?
or something.
Yeah.
What was the Stone Cold one? Didn't he have one too?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember that. I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
I'm sure
I think he was
does.
in one of the Expendables.
Nah, this was like before that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I figured.
I'm sure he's in some. It was some shitty movie. I'm sure. But yeah, they used to love wrestling. Like that
Mhm.
shit was real.
When it came out, like John, you getting a new
They would
John
call off.
Cena?
They would
Nope.
not come to work. They'd be like, "We were scheduled off for WrestleMania." I'd be like, "What?" Like, I gotta see it. Raw's coming to town. I'm like, all right, yeah.
Oh, Big Lou's house.
Oh my god,
Goofy
so
boy.
bad.
Big Goofy Boy Lou.
I used to be into it. I used to be into wrestling, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, way back in the day.
Yeah.
Like in the NWO, WCW days.
Nowadays, and then like it just got to the point where you're watching wrestling. It was all just like skits
Mhm.
or whatever you want to say, like interviews and
Yeah.
stuff like that. There was hardly any wrestling going
Yeah.
on, or if you did, you just knew like if Stone Cold walked out, he was gonna win. Like, you
Yeah.
already knew that shit was gonna happen. Like
Unless it was like a pay per view, then
Yeah.
you know, like one of the big stars was going to lose.
that's it. I don't even fuck that. I don't remember getting pay per views or anything.
Mm-mm.
That shit used to be expensive.
I wish
as hell.
UFC would do what they're doing though.
What's that?
The wrestling, I think if you have their little app, right? Isn't it like 10 a month? and you get like all their back stuff, and you
WWE.
get every
Yeah,
pay per view
man.
too.
Yeah.
But
I
now
know
they're
about
like
the
you gotta
pay-per-view.
buy
I
this
know you can
app.
watch all the old
They
stuff.
don't really have that many fans though. I guess wrestling.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of guaranteed money though, 10 a
Yeah.
month between
But UFC knows they can get more out of people.
Yeah,
by
probably.
doing that.
that. But then you got to pay for the ESPN app. Then you got to pay for the pay per view.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $120 the first time you buy it.
Yep.
That's too much money. I was like, man, when it went up to 70 for the HD. I think it's like somewhere around there. Remember, we used to get them all the time at your house.
Yeah. That's my uncle. Like all the old Mike Tyson fights, he used to get them and just be so mad.
So,
He would
man, at
get-
the
he would
end,
get
your
'em
dad
in-
used to get them.
He would get him in the next couple months when he fought again. You guys coming down for the Mike Tyson? Like you were just so pissed. Like last time, this shit lasted like one round. You were so mad. You spent like back in it was like $60, $50, something like that. You know what it was?
Like first round, he
Yep,
knock him
just
out.
knock him out. They're like, yeah, it's shit. I ain't paying for this shit again. And they'd be like, you coming down for Mike Tyson's going to fight? Like, what? We're like, yep, I'm coming down.
He's like,
but-
this dude, let's look. Who was that one dude who called him Big Dump in Your Pants?
Yeah, something O'Malley, right?
Yeah. Oh, man.
Because he had that whole thing.
Who was it?
Oh, no, it was Peter McNeely.
I don't know.
yeah.
The white guy?
Yeah. Like, I'm fighting a guy like this. You got a big dump in your pants. Mike Tyson's all smiling. You gonna get his next fight?
No.
Is your uncle or whoever was getting it?
Pretty sure he died when Roy Jones, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's got to be just an expedition, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah. Did you listen to him on Rogan?
Who? I didn't watch the new Mike Tyson one.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Yeah, he said they're going fight.
Yeah, I mean, I saw him starting to pop up like on YouTube, Roy Jones Jr. I'm like, what the fuck is this guy popping up for? And then I heard about all that.
Did you see Logan Paul's trying to fight Floyd Mayweather?
I'm not trying. I'm not trying to watch either one of them fight. I do not like
It
him.
would probably be a big money fight for Floyd Mayweather too. I don't understand.
Yeah. I don't even like watching him fight. I
No?
can't stand.
I
watching
loved when he fought McGregor though.
him. I mean, I watched that, but
I was so happy.
like I just wanted to watch it, but not like a normal. It's just his defense is like so weird that it's almost
Mhm.
not entertaining at all.
Yeah.
Like that people aren't hitting him. Like
Yeah.
it's weird, whatever. I forget what they call it, but he does like that sideways.
Yeah.
Like it's just hard to hit it. Like it, but it's not entertaining to me. I don't know why. Because he's not gonna knock you out. Like it's not.
I mean, he knocked
Yeah.
out a lot of people though.
Yeah, he did, but it's not. I don't know. Like Roy Jones Jr. If you ever watch his, they were like funny.
You
as
made me
shit.
watch like his
Yeah.
whole
The
compilation.
whole
at
thing,
one
and they were
point.
like funny as shit knockouts. You're just like, what the fuck? Like he would just swing his left arm and then knock him out with his right arm. Like who the fuck falls for that? You're a professional boxer. Like why the fuck would you even be looking at somebody swinging his arm like a like crazy man, and then just be like bloop, like that shouldn't happen. And you're a professional boxer. Like
Wasn't he on like? Didn't he get caught for steroids or something at one point?
yeah, like it's one of his last championship fights.
Yeah.
When it became like a big thing, like in baseball, and then all of a sudden all through
Yeah.
sports or whatever. And they're just like, this dude's just been using steroids the whole time. So
Yeah, but
I'm
like
pretty
I've
sure
gotten
Mike Tyson would knock him out though.
now.
Yeah,
I,
mean, when
haven't
they
seen
fight-
any of him.
when they fight. I saw
Yeah.
like Roy Jones Jr. doesn't like. He's not in shape. Not that
Yeah,
Mike
like
Tyson's
Mike
like, in
Tyson
huge
like
shape,
got
but
ridiculous.
like he still looks like when he hits somebody, it's
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah.
fucking hurt. Like I saw Roy Jones Jr. and it just looks like he's an old boxer.
Yeah,
I can't picture Mike Tyson losing that dude. Like just watching that little clips of Mike Tyson doing all that shit, it was just like, yeah, that shit looks like it still hurts.
Mhm. No, but I got in arguments like people were like, yeah, but McGregor lasted like 9 rounds with him. I was like,
He
he,
did a bunch
threw
of-
2 punches
I know,
in
I
the
was gonna
first
say, and
round.
he did some illegal punches. Like he was still
Yeah.
fucking hammer fisting the back
Yeah,
of
he
his
was.
head and shit. And I was like, that shit wouldn't fly if it was like
Yeah.
real. That shit fight would have just been like shut down if it was a real like boxing match. Like,
Yeah, and like
wasn't-
when they first came out, he just came out like this, like
Yeah.
hands up and just walked towards him. That was it. That's
I
all
was
he did.
excited to watch it though, just to see how it went. I was waiting for like McGregor to just lose his shit and kick him or something.
That's
like
what I
that.
thought was going to happen too. But I
But-
think they said if that happened, like he wouldn't get any money.
Yeah.
And he's been living off that ever since, pretty much.
Yeah,
He's
pretty
done,
much.
right? He retired, or say he's
Yeah,
retired.
he-
Retired, came back, retired, came
Yeah.
back.
I think he's retired now, but they're like, "Oh my God, have you seen him lately?" Like he didn't, and everybody's saying he did all right against Khabib. I don't think he did that good.
Yeah. I don't know. I liked him. I like anybody that's cocky though. You don't
Yeah.
like McGregor, right?
I hate him.
Yeah. I'm the opposite way. If you're like super cocky, I'm like, yeah, I like you.
It depends. Like some people I do. Like when Chael Sonnen was fighting, I liked him, and he was cocky, and he wasn't
Yeah.
even that good.
He wasn't that good, but he thought he could beat everybody. He had a long ass. He would give a long speech about how much he was gonna
Mhm.
fuck somebody up.
But I think that was like part of his.
yeah, it was like an act.
Yeah.
type of deal. He was almost like a WWE type guy.
Yeah.
Like he'd just be like
Yeah.
putting on a show before, you know what I mean, giving you good ass interviews and all
Yeah.
that stuff.
I was like Silva. I loved him, and he was cocky as shit in the ring.
Anderson Silva. Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked him too at first, and then
Especially that Forrest Griffin fight when he knocked him out and stepped
see, I like
backwards.
Forrest Griffin.
Yeah, I used to love
He
Forrest
That's
Griffin.
disrespectful.
He was stepping back. Just went,
I didn't. It,
He
didn't
ran
even,
out
it
of
looked
the
like a
ring, too.
jab.
I know, and he just got dealt with.
I think that was just up the other day, or no, it was Forrest and Shogun, the one where he choked out Shogun
Yeah.
and he ran all stupid. He all took his mouthpiece out. He's like this.
Anthony Anderson, when he ran out the ring,
He did.
he was embarrassed as shit.
I used to love Forrest Griffin.
I know. He didn't last that long. Like as
He
soon as he
didn't,
started losing,
yeah.
then he just retired. He never came
He
back
was on
either.
somebody's. He was like in a video.
He's in a commercial. I know that.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. I watched I was like, oh shit, Forrest Griffin. Like I ain't seen that dude, but he used to be like a warrior. If he was getting beat up, there was still
Yeah.
a chance that he was coming back. Like you'd be
Mhm.
like, oh shit, he's done, and all of a sudden he would come back.
And he always talked all stupid.
Yeah, he
There's
just.
Forrest Griffin.
he looked like a dude just picked off the street somewhere.
Yeah.
He just fight. Like, just get that shit done.
He was like 6'3" or something. He was like all
Yeah,
Yeah, he was
tall
all
and
goofy looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to play him in the UFC game.
That's
whenever
who I
fuck-
used to do all the
Yep,
time,
I used to
too.
always use Forrest Griffin.
I used to hate because I would go for the takedown, but they would always pull guard. I'm like, what is this? Why do I want this dude on top of me?
That shit was fun.
That was fun. That was the first one.
I think one of the first ones.
Yeah, the first and second one were good. And after EA
I've
took
never
over,
Played. Yeah, I was gonna play.
I didn't play them anymore.
That shit.
I heard they were all right, but
Who had it before that? EA.
THQ.
Oh, word.
Because I remember EA said they weren't like a real sport, and then they took all the Strike Force people. Remember they had that? I forget what it was called. And then like UFC was like, oh, since it's a real sport now, you gonna make our game, and I guess they made it. And then UFC bought everybody out pretty much.
They probably got paid tons of money too.
Probably.
That's how all those people for like their first Tony Hawk game. They said they got so much money they didn't know what to do with it.
Really?
That were in there. Yeah, like I mean, besides Tony Hawk, like all the extra players like Ryan or Andrew Reynolds and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, he didn't know. Like I was just
Yeah.
skateboarding. I had sponsors like getting a couple thousand here, a couple thousand there, and all of a sudden this game comes out and like it's crazy. And they're just sending you like, here's a couple $1 million. Like what the fuck?
Mm-hmm. Wasn't Bam Margera one of them?
Yeah, yeah,
He
they were
was?
all made like tons of money from that shit.
But
I
he's
mean,
not
he
in
was
this
already-
one.
He was
I don't know
good to
because
go.
he's
Yeah, but he was
different
in
now.
later. Yeah, nobody cares about that guy anymore.
Nah.
But he used to make tons of money anyway. Bam Margera.
yeah,
It's stupid
because he was like the
money.
whole.
Yeah,
What was he on?
Jackass.
No, his sponsor.
Element.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had the best
That
selling
little
board
leaf
on.
boy. Yeah,
Yeah, he
nobody.
had the best selling board on Element, and he couldn't ski. I mean, he was at one point he was a pretty good skateboarder, but then it
Yeah.
was just like at the point he was still selling tons of boards just from like the show and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
'cause
They're
of
like, we
more-
can't even get rid of his board. He
yeah.
doesn't even skateboard. He's just fucking doing dumb shit, but we can't get rid of the board because it sells so much.
I just remember seeing Element and Spitfire everywhere.
Mhm.
Spitfire's still a huge.
Is it?
Yeah, Element is. I mean,
I remember Independent
Element
too,
has-
the truck company.
Oh yeah,
that's still around. I
independent.
mean, that's
Everybody
still
always
really-
had them hoodies.
like if it's a skateboard company, it's still around. Like shit doesn't disappear. Except
Like all my Tony Hawk stuff in this game, I put Baker on.
yeah, it's still a huge huge company.
Really? Like all the
Remember,
BMX stuff
what was
fading
it?
out.
Yeah, it's
Rob
weird.
Dyrdek, he was Alienware, right?
Yeah, Alien Workshop, and they went away for a little bit, and then they came back. But he doesn't. He used to have like an ownership, I think, of Alien Workshop.
Oh, really?
But he doesn't
I said
anymore.
Alienware. Like, it's
Yeah, it's a
company.
computer.
Yeah, it's Alien Workshop.
And he was
They-
DC too, right?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Yeah, I
they
think
paid the
so.
shit out of him.
And Monster.
Monster.
Yeah, all the like the big
Yeah,
sponsors.
yeah, he was a high
Yeah,
school
show too.
dropout. He was a high
Really?
school drop, never
Really?
finished high school. Yeah, he said when he started getting sponsored and started understanding how it worked, he was like he made sure he didn't do anything unless somebody was sponsoring him, like paying him to do it.
Oh, really?
He was like, I don't give a shit if your shoelaces in my shoe. He was like, you're gonna pay me money for it. He was like smart as shit about everything he did. So then according to everybody was like, hey, you're a sellout, this, that, and the other. He was like, I don't give a shit. Like,
I mean,
Mhm.
he ended up with his own show too, so he didn't really have to skate.
He
Yeah.
had like 3 shows.
yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, like everything. But like just as a skateboarder, like he understood like real quick. He was like, I gotta make money and you gotta get paid. Like you gotta have a shoe sponsor because that's the most. Like boards, you only get like $3 every time a board sells or something stupid. So you don't really make anything from your own board. He was like, you get bullshit from that. But he was like, I gotta have a shoe sponsor, and DC used to sell the shit out of it. But he
Mhm.
couldn't buy any other shoes. Like you could only wear DC shoes, even if you weren't skateboarding. They'd have like in his contract or whatever they would sign.
Yeah.
And then So as soon as he got off, he said he went and bought like 100 pair of Nikes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wasn't he sponsored by Red Bull in the beginning? Because I remember on Robin Big, I thought he had like little Red Bull fridges.
It might have been. Then Monster came out or whatever. Monster started or like all the whatever you want to call it, those sports like
Extreme
skateboarding,
sports?
bike,
Yeah,
extremes, like,
they do. This Red Bull's still around though. Like they still
oh,
sponsor
yeah,
a bunch
Red
of.
Bull,
Yeah.
bunch of shit out.
They got that one chick that's on there. Not Alyssa Steamer, the other one, the hot one.
Letitia.
I don't know what her
Yeah,
name
she's-
is.
I get yelled at
Letitia?
all the time. Yo, she's so hot.
Because I remember because I follow Red Bull, and it
You
was
should just
like
follow her on Instagram.
well, it was a video of her, and I was like, "Who is this?" And it said JTF like this. Like, oh.
It's get yelled at. So when I thought she was so like it was ridiculous. I'd be like, everybody would be like, "Why do you like her so much?" Like, what? That bitch is hot. Like most skateboard chicks look like they're skateboard
Yeah.
chicks. Like got flat asses. This chick's some Brazilian chick like skateboarding good as hell at it too, and looked hot. I was watching Thrasher puts like a little video out. They do like a recap of like shit that came out during the week, like video parts or whatever. And on the beginning, just her butt, like you see it in a little like clickbait type deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's on there, and there was like, as soon as it starts, he's like, "Let's watch Letitia get into the water." She was like getting onto one of those like jet skis or something like that. And he's walking out there in a bikini, and he's like, "All right, well we're good." He was like, "We all got to see that.
We're gonna get 100 million views on this video
Yep,
just from this
that.
alone.
Yep, this is so funny because most of the girls are like, yeah, they're not hot at all.
Yeah.
Skateboarding wise,
Don't be following Paige Van Zandt.
he said Elisa Steamer. She was good though.
Oh,
That
she was.
chick.
She's.
Yeah, she's
I remember
Tony
she's been
Hawk
on there
thing.
from the
Yeah.
first one.
Yeah.
That's the only. I think she was the only chick on there, right? At one point.
At one point, yeah, she was the only like when I first started skating. Not maybe first, but like when I really got into it, she was the only like girl skateboarder that was real good at like street skating. The other
I don't
ones
know.
were road vert or whatever.
Any girl that rode BMX.
Mm.
Do you know now?
No,
Me either.
that's what I mean. Like I.
Like I'm sure if you looked it up, there's probably, but I can't imagine though. I don't know.
I don't even really know anybody who rides now.
I think they still got a couple. I know a couple people from Nike are like still around. I don't know. Wait till X Games comes out.
Oh my god, yo, X
He on
Games,
X Games maybe, and that probably passed already, didn't it?
What's that,
It's usually
X
in
Games?
August, right?
I don't even know. Like
They might not have did it because of coronavirus.
Yeah.
It's
not
weird
as
because
big
he's
anymore.
probably really like BMX is probably really popular, but I don't fucking hear anything.
But
about
like
it.
when I first got my car, like I'd be driving around, you would see kids skateboarding at a spot or riding. You
Yeah.
don't see that no more.
yeah, we
Yeah.
don't around here. I don't
Yeah.
see anybody. I don't see it. Well, no matter where you go, really.
Or you would see like a high curb with wax on the top. You don't
Yeah.
see that anymore
Nope.
either.
Nah.
Remember John waxed up some Walmart curbs.
Yep.
And we used to ride it like
Yeah,
1 in the
midnight.
morning.
Yep. It's fun as hell. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere.
We used to
I'm
bring
sure.
a skateboard. I'd bring my bike and we'd like ride out in the parking lot on our half-hour break.
That's how we spent our lunch. Yeah.
We were all
So fun.
sweating in the summertime. Had to come in. I think we would take our break after we came back in. We clocked back in, then we just sit in pets for a while.
Yeah, but that was easy as
Sweating.
shit. That was so easy.
When we both had to do pets and
Yeah.
like no truck that day or something.
Yeah.
We used to just
Get
make
shit
stupid
done.
videos with them old LG phones. Did you have one of them with the keyboard on it? Used to flip up the side, and we would
Nah.
take like videos of me jumping off the top on some dog beds.
Just dumb shit at work. I wish you could still do that stuff.
I know.
You grow up.
Remember the
Ripped up,
on the bottom of the dog food and stuff, they had that one piece of cardboard, and we used
They
to
would
put it in
slide
the
down
aisle and run, and then jump on it and slide down the aisle as far as we
See how
could.
far you could go. We used to do everything. We played like beer pong type deal one time.
In a fishbowl,
In a,
and it
yeah,
was
I
so
gonna say,
hard. You can't throw pong pongs in a
in a bowl.
in a glass bowl. Like you try to, as soon as it hits, it's like bong, flying off of it.
So funny. I wish you could get away with that shit at work.
Remember Bonnie used to do it too. She
I brought it up. Like not that long ago, she had said something about it. She was like, "This job used to be fun," and then we started talking. We were talking about that, the cardboard thing. I was
Mhm.
like, "Yeah, we got you to slide down on some cardboard."
remember
She was like,
that.
I don't remember that. Yeah, I was like, "Oh, I remember because you used to not do anything. Then all of a sudden you're running down trying to slide on cardboard."
Remember old Brian Thompson?
Yeah.
He said try to do extreme pallet jack, like ride the pallet
Yeah,
jack
yeah.
down and do all this dumb shit. You talk to him anymore?
Nope, it's been a while.
I know. I tried to look him up on Instagram and he wasn't on there. I don't know if he
Something bad happened.
you know about.
Yeah, we won't talk about that probably.
Oh. It's one of them
I
things
think
where
he's-
like you can say anything on a
Yeah,
podcast right
except
after.
There's a couple things we'll talk about.
He's still doing stand up?
But I think he's back to doing stand up, but I'm not sure.
Oh,
Like,
really?
He sent me a thing one time, and I think it was for like he was going to go to the Apollo thing. That's the last thing I heard. Like
I remember the
Apollo Theater.
one you said. Oh, really?
Yeah, we watched the one on YouTube that one time, right?
Yeah.
And
I remember he said he invited you to like he was hosting at Helium, right, in Philly.
Yeah, and then it was like dead. Like I didn't hear nothing from him for a while, and then all of a sudden he had sent me like a picture, of, like his name on a kiosk at or
Apollo.
whatever you want to call it, that thing in front
Yeah,
of the
the-
Apollo. And I was like, oh shit. And then that was it. But that was like a long gap of like nothing. I didn't no Instagram post, no nothing. I was just like,
We're about
Yep,
to end the
yep.
podcast. About to find out what happened.
Yep. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, I don't.
Huh?
I just talk to like random people that know him or whatever.
Oh, you still see?
I don't see him, but I still see like I don't remember Tim Gregory.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I still see him.
Oh yeah. I do. I think he was there.
He's like a bald, not bald. I don't know if he's bald. At that
I mean,
time,
it was
but
a
he is.
long time ago.
Yeah.
But when I first started working there, he was there.
Yeah, he was funny as shit.
Yeah. He's hanging out with like Larry and.
Yeah, but I'd see him and he knows everything. He knows all the guys. Yep. People fucking up.
He did, or
Not Tim, Brian. Yeah,
that's about an hour, right?
yep.
Good. So next Friday,
Yep.
back on
Yeah.
Friday. So what do you
Yeah.
got to do tomorrow?
Dinner?
Yeah, it's Heather's birthday dinner. Like her birthday's not till next week, but I work, so they're just doing like a dinner tomorrow.
You guys love dinners.
Mm,
So-
they do too.
It's the only time I see my parents. I'm the worst at it.
Oh, you're going to
My parents' house.
for her dinner. What are you guys having?
I think it's pulled pork or something.
Poor.
With some Mr. Muzzer.
Yeah, I know.
I'm
Yeah,
like the
pulled
worst
pork.
at it. Like I cannot. I'd never just randomly go see my parents. I'm so
Well,
bad.
yours
at
are
it.
closer, so I got a little bit of an excuse.
Yeah, I don't have an excuse.
They are right down the road.
They are. It's like right in Woodstown. It's like 10
know, as
minutes
soon
to
as
get
you're-
there.
Kids grew up like they're.
It's hard. Like,
Yeah.
Got shit to do.
You lived with them for a while though.
I did. And once left, came back.
Mm-hmm.
You seen enough of me. They're good.
Yeah. Like you
Right.
watching Mason, me and Brad about to get drunk. Like, who's Brad? The 16-year-old I hang out with.
Yeah. Way too young.
All right. So next Friday,
We'll be here.
say bye, Billy.
Bye.
Bye.
Billy.